Hello, Aries, and welcome to your monthly reading. This is Quarter Moon Tarot channel, and we are going to get you a little bit about the month of November, what it has in store for you, and what you can expect November to give you and get you. And I think I will not do the. Hello, Aries, and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Let's start your reading for November 2022. Let's see what this month has to offer for you. We have the first week of November. Just give me a minute, my mic has come off. There. That's the first week of November. This is the second week of November. The days could overlap a little bit. Just bear in mind the energies. That would give you a good indication when the energy is shifting. And not to forget, we have a lunar eclipse coming up at the end of the first week of November. So let's see what's in the third week of November for. That's the third week and the last week of November. This is what it is. So let's see what the beginning of the month is about. It's about strategy. It's about planning. It's about having a plan for probably the month or anything else you've been thinking of doing, proceeding with, working with. You need to make plans in the beginning of the month. We have the Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So with the Page of Pentacles, it's definitely about doing something. But here I do feel with these cards of Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords, it's like it's been something you are probably let's say you've not been acknowledging, or you've not been paying attention to, and it's been always on the back burner, or you've been delaying it, or for some reason you've just avoided dealing with something. Okay, now that needs to be dealt with. Just not able to get my card placement the way I would like to. Alright, we leave it at this. So you need to make a plan, Aries, with that, because the more you are delaying it, the more stress is building up for you. Probably it is something you really have to deal with and have to work at it, right? Because with this Nine of Swords, I do get that this is not something which you like doing, or which you would have an option whether you would like to do it or not. Something needs to be done, something needs to be tackled, and in the first week of November you will see yourself making plans with respect to that. Why? Because here the card is of strategy, and here we also have this little Page of Pentacles who's got cracking with something. He's experimenting with something, he's working with something. So you will be making your plans with respect to something which has been causing you a little bit of stress and anxiety. But in the first week of November, you will get a grip on it. You will decide to go ahead with it. You will stop avoiding it and stop delaying it and postponing it, and you will get cracking with whatever plan you have come up with respect to it. In the second week of November, we have Door to Romance. Maybe, okay, let's see, what this is about. Maybe it was a relationship issue for some of you, Aries, where you've been delaying or postponing some kind of something with respect to a relationship, right? And you're wondering, when should you do it, if you should do it, just like do it later. But now, for some of you, where it is a relationship which has been bothering you, you will probably in the first week of November, it would be a very good time to start thinking about it and start dealing with it. Let's see what the Door to Romance is about. So you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Now here, in for those of you where it is not a relationship, we have this card of door to romance. It just talks of, feeling very light and happy. That kind of energy you will experience in the second week of November, because you have taken care of things in the first week of November. So you have this nurturing energy, you have this clarity in mind, and you have moved away from this Nine of Swords stress, okay, by the second week of November. So that is very clear. The energy is of love, romance, not always with connected to another person. Generally you feeling very happy with yourself that you finally did something which you have been postponing and which has been bothering you. And I would also like to mention that it is not as big or as scary as you were thinking it to be. It's going to be a lot. Sometimes we do feel that I don't want to deal with so much because it's going to be messy, it's going to be unpleasant, it's going to be whatever. But now that you've done it, Aries, you will realize that it wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't as bad or as big as you had probably thought it was, and that's why you were postponing it. But all said and done, it was something which was causing you anxiety. But now by mid-November you are going to be clear, with respect to that. You would have taken your decision, you would have realized, that you have been able to sort this out, moving away from it and feeling very good. Because obviously when the anxiety is over, that nurturing energy is back. Otherwise that energy is just feeding off your positive energy in your head. Now that you've dealt with it, now there is that energy of nurturing, caring, loving energy is returning to you, Aries. Third week of November, we have the cornucopia card. It's all about abundance, it's all about plenty, it's all about having lots for yourself. We have the High Priestess, who's the Hierophant, 10 of Cups, and the Battle Wagon. This is the Chariot card. So now you, from here, in the third week of November, you're going to be quite content with what you have created for yourself, okay? And whatever plans you made out, you saw them working out, you got your happiness and your that good vibe back. And now you're staying with it, and you're just being with that and enjoying what you have, enjoying that peaceful and abundant environment which you have created by following through your plans. Okay, you are just going to savor it in the third week of November. Look at this card. If it's a relationship, it's like you're just happy being with the person. If it is not a relationship, whatever the event might have been, Aries, you are going to just, like it's like basking in the sun. You'll just bask in that peace, in that happiness, just feeling very nice, feeling very good, and wanting to just kind of being in that slow, steady pace of enjoying and basking. That's what it is in the third week of November. So I do feel that in the first beginning of November you will be busy with all of that, but see what it is going to lead to. It's going to lead to so much of peace, harmony, and abundance and good times for you. And in the last week of November for Aries, we have rest and rejuvenation. So it's just, I just feel it's only the first week, 10 days of November, where you are really needing to, push yourself to, get a handle on things. The rest of the month is going to be so beautiful. It's just rest, relaxation, good time with, with the other person where a relationship is concerned. Otherwise, in general, being very happy with whatever you have worked on. Get that rest and rejuvenation. Maybe it's been there, this has been bothering you for a very, very long time, and that's why the 3/4 of the month you are feeling very happy, because you really need that kind of time and space to recover and rejuvenate. 7 of Wands. Stay committed to looking after yourself, stay committed to meditating, sleeping well, relaxing your mind and body. It's time to celebrate. And we have the High Priestess over here. So this is just a big, with the High Priestess, I do get that this is just the initial phase, not the initial phase, sorry, the phase to rest and relax and go a little more inwards, and just kind of tap into that calm zone you have, because that is also trying to tell you something, that is also trying to give you a message. So the towards the end of the month, just try and be still, just kind of stay steady and stay calm, because your inner guidance is also wanting to communicate with you. So when you are at peace, mind, body, emotions, thoughts, just allow your inner voice to speak to you and communicate with you and tell you something, what it feels you need to know. So towards the end of November, you will have that time where you need to dedicate yourself to feeling good, maybe celebrating, and maybe just kind of feeling very happy. But also a little bit of meditation would do you wonders, because some message needs to come through to you. Okay. And with the Four of Wands, you could also see a commitment in relationships. See here, we've got this card and this card as well. All these cards are single people except for these two. So in your relationship also, maybe towards the end of the month, there is something your inner voice would like to tell you with respect to that. So all in all, Aries, it seems to be a fantastic November for you. And it's just like enjoy all the effort and you have put into making things work for yourself, and putting an end to all this anxiety and whatever was bothering you in the past. So with that, Aries, I'll wrap up your reading. Thanks for watching.